What is it with hypnotists and fingersnaps? Be honest, can you imagine one without the other? Oh, sure, we know at least a dozen different ways to ensnare subby minds and weave their thoughts into a happy blank canvas for our words. And a lot of sad ways can do just fine without fingersnaps. Some of them don't even need words, let alone noises. And yet, when people think of hypnosis, they think of snaps. Or is it the other way around? Is it the sound of a sharp, powerful snap that stills thoughts and scatters minds, that freezes brains in place and makes those hands think about being hypnotized? Is a simple, innocent snap like this one really so very powerful? What do you think? Is it possible that right now, your mind could be made to think about being hypnotized as soon as I keep my fingers poised? Perhaps it is all just a silly idea, just a glorified stereotype that subby minds are at a powerful hypnotist's beck and call if he so much as snaps his fingers. And perhaps you're not getting all flustered and tingly inside from the promise in these words. Perhaps you're just waiting for that moment where you can prove to yourself as much as me that a snap is just another sound. Because surely you would already know if your head would get filled with thoughts about being hypnotized with a simple snap. Sure, just because you've seen so many people get slack and soft and drowsy the moment they heard the sound of a confident snap. That wouldn't include you. Or would it now? Surely it's just the anticipation that makes those muscles shiver as I raise my hand right in front of the mic, poised to snap. Surely you would already know if hearing the sound is going to make you think about being hypnotized like this, or fully awake just like that. Ah, you're right. That was far too fast. Right. That wasn't being hypnotized yet. The sound was far too fuzzy for that. Or are you the fuzzy one? So fuzzy and listening while we think about snaps. What would a hypnotized person look like with each snap? Would they get limp and relaxed, maybe? Can you imagine that happening? Or would they remain so focused on each snap, even as other sounds would blur into foggy distance? Those ears so intently focused on the snaps, because right here now, they are the clue you need to catch. They are what will be used to hypnotize that mind of yours. And so, of course, those ears would want to catch every single one. They sure are a powerful sound, though. The moment those ears hear me snap, they listen up to better absorb the sound that I claim will make you drop. It really is a good thing that there is nothing else that mind needs to pay attention to for a while. No other place you need to be. Because this way, it'll be our little secret when each snap makes you think about being hypnotized. When being hypnotized makes you want to be blank and fuzzy and mindless just for a while. And why would it not? Here and now, it's a time for you to do only what feels safe and reasonable to you. So if that head hears a compelling snap, which leads that mind to fantasies about being hypnotized in exactly the way that comes naturally to you, then that sounds perfectly acceptable, doesn't it? Of course, I don't know in what way you experience trance the easiest. If perhaps those eyes stayed open all the while, or if they got so relaxed and drowsy that they fell shut. Maybe that body feels filled with impulses to follow along with each word by shifting or twitching. Or maybe it got so docile that it keeps sinking into that seat, even deeper and deeper with every snap. But something I do know is how compelling the sound of these snaps can be. Even a person that is fully awake and aware as they listen to these words would think about dropping into a happy, mindless trance if a hypnotist they trust gives the signal. And so the question is an all too fascinating one, isn't it? How many snaps would it take for that mind to sink into a deep and docile trance? Maybe not all that many. Or maybe each and every snap made you feel so deliciously deep and dreamy all over again. In the end, it is all up to that mind of yours. And so perhaps it is already aware of how vacant and glassy those eyes get. How that body will grow soft as the sound wipes the brain blank for a never-ending second. Before the sound of each snap fills that malleable mind with fantasies of being entranced. Thoughts can be a surprisingly fragile construct like that. When it is a comfortable time and place, a simple snap can have them fade into compliant haze, filling that head of yours with only a pleasurable, fuzzy desire to sink and obey. I saw that. Did you notice your mouth twitching into a vacant smile there for a moment? Or did that dreaming mind do that all by itself, without you being aware of it at all? Feels so good to just let it happen and follow whatever impulse feels acceptable for that body, doesn't it? So good even that this lovely brain of yours has completely stopped thinking about these words, hasn't it? It's only natural. Why think when it feels so dreamy to listen and accept whatever the snaps compel that mind to feel? That's right. Oh my, just can't stop enjoying the fantasies that these snaps conjure in that empty, vacant head. Oh? That's perfectly alright. In fact, the deeper that mind sinks into this fantasy, the more it may enjoy how compelling and captivating this experience can feel. How that mind can melt a bit more with each snap. It's just natural, after all, to follow such an invitation and obey that mind's own need to sink into a happy, calm trance. It's almost magical, wouldn't you agree? How can something as simple as the snap of the fingers have such an alluring effect on the drowsy head? Did the sound always empty that mind this fast? Or is it only because that I have known so much better than you that you are hypnotized right now? Because that is why I decided to listen, wouldn't you agree? Because that head loves to be blind and obedient when it's a safe and reasonable time for that to happen. It's clear as day how good that body and mind feel at the moment. Don't worry, I won't mind at all. Your secret is safe with me. So feel free to surrender to the pleasure of being mesmerized. My words right now are but an open. Even the snap is merely an invitation. But one that you love to follow, isn't it? Of course. So while you obey that desire to be hypnotized, these words here can just ramble on for a little bit longer. Surely that subconscious mind of yours would already know if what you hear right now will brainwash you into enjoying yourself more and more. So even if that mind allows these thoughts to fade or blur, that deepest part of you already knows better than any of us how good your mind is at returning when you truly need it to. In fact, I am sure that if it really needed to come back, it has the ability to do so in a snap, no matter how deep and vacant it may feel right now. But while having such skills is all good and well, following proper manners strikes me as far more polite. Not to mention, you would simply love to obey another invitation. Wouldn't you agree? That's right. So take a moment for me, a moment to follow the flow of this pleasure as it washes through that head, down into those muscles, and from there back up into that mind, feeling each muscle so aware of all that blissful glee, allowing that head to realize how good this felt for you, which parts you enjoyed the most, or how easy it can be to move a bit in that seat, just to find that you can. Well, I find that this leads back to the initial question. Really, what is it with hypnotists and fingersnaps? Were they always this good at ensnaring your mind for a while? Or did you only open your eyes now to the awareness of loving hypnosis? Either way, I am sure you will find yourself with a few things to think about when more and more of that mind rouses again. Until in a moment, you'll join me in being up and awake